I'm going to illustrate for you two universal truths that anyone who owns a business can use to add value and money. Ready? Here we go. You might have come from our last video where we explained how having a really high closure rate actually hurts your business. If you haven't seen it, check it out in the description because it's a good one. But today, we're going to continue that conversation and we're going to illustrate that first universal truth. Here we have a light bulb in a kitchen. It's about 9 feet tall. What if I told you that I'll change that light bulb for $500? What would you say? Get out of my house. And you would be right because that's a ripoff. But what if I showed you this? It's another light bulb, but this one is on top of a tower several hundred feet in the air. What if I said, I'll change that light bulb for you for $500? You look at that and you think, well, you probably need some special tools, training, insurance, and an iron stomach to be able to do all of that. $500 doesn't really seem like a bad deal then. This is lesson number one. Some things you can naturally charge more for than others. Let's apply that to painting. There are some homeowners who really enjoy painting their walls. If you find one who likes to do that, they're going to tell you about it many times. However, the story sometimes seems to change when they need the ceilings painted, or perhaps a really tall stairwell or entryway. More difficult things require more tools and more skills. Now, I can tell you for myself, if a job calls for me to get a sprayer out, it's going to cost more money. Why? Well, first of all, that's a specialized tool. What percentage of homeowners have a sprayer or know how to properly operate one? People expect things that are difficult to cost a little more money. Make sure that you recognize and get compensated for that. Now, before we move on to our second way of adding value and money to your business, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. Let's illustrate the next point. Here we have two identical lemonade stands. One is $1, the other is $2. Let's say everything is the same. Which one would you buy from? Most of us would gravitate toward the $1 because it's a better value, and you're correct. Let's say the $2 one puts up this sign, made with clean water. Now that extra dollar isn't looking so bad, and you might start wondering about the other guy. Let me add this sign. It says made with real lemons, and another sign that says ice cold. Especially on a hot day, by the time you see that third sign, maybe you've justified spending literally double the amount of money. And why is that? Lesson number two, you add value by drawing attention to things that you already do. Sadly, with painting, a lot of people look at all of us and we all look the same to them. Now, every painter naturally thinks that they themselves are the best, but we can show that we're the best by doing all that we can to literally highlight things that we already do. It doesn't matter if you think everybody else does it. Remember the lemonade stand? I hung 3 signs and I got you to spend double the amount of money. Imagine me going to a client. They're overwhelmed with the project and I say to them, I know this is a stressful time for you. I'm going to take very good care of your family. Your home is safe in my care. And here's why. I'm going to treat your items like they're my own. Everything is going to be covered. Nothing will be damaged. So that's the first sign that we could hang. Now, if you were going to hire someone and they looked you in the eye and in a calm and sincere way, they told you that, how would that not leave a positive impression? See, with that one comment, how many hundreds of dollars could I be over the next guy and yet I'd still win the bid? Let's add another sign. I'm going to make sure that I leave all the touch-up paint for you because I want you to know what products I've used in your house. And I'm going to do another thing for you. I'm going to cut a couple little pieces of cardboard and I'm going to paint them up the same colors of the walls. And I'm going to label them on the back and I'll just put them right next to the paint cans. And if you ever are going to go shopping and want to match something to your new paint color, you can just put that in your purse. Easy peasy. You see right there, that's another sign that we could hang and that adds value. Let's hang a third sign. And if I say, you know what? That's a big, heavy piece of furniture. Me and my guys will move it for you at no extra cost. I just want to make sure that this whole process is as stress-free as possible. See right there, that's money in the bank. Now, do you think the other painters wouldn't do all these things for their client? We could probably assume most would, but you're the one that proverbially hung the sign. So without doing anything extra, you've won the job. This leads us to our next question. Do you use the good, better, best system when bidding a job? If so, why should you stop? How is it hurting your business? Make sure you hit the subscribe button because that's a discussion for our next video.